1, 2, 3. Good morning.
Good morning, students. Welcome back to another beautiful day for mathematics. Now, today we're going to finish off our unit 2, and we're going to start looking at some questions and answers. Also, please remember how to calculate profit. We're going to use that now. So I want to start off today. We're going to start with a skill assessment activity. So over here, I want us to quickly go through and see if we can find the decimals. So it's just to bring all the information that we have done together. So for number 1 over here, we have a fraction. So we have fractions, then we have to convert to decimals and convert to a percent. So the first one is 5 over 100. What is the decimal value? The first one I will do for you. 0.05. Okay, and the percent is 5%. So the next one, number 2. What is the decimal value for 9 over 100? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what is the decimal value here?
0.09.
0.09. Excellent. How many percent?
9%.
9%. Just for time, I'll write the symbol. 9%. Excellent. So for number 3, we have a decimal of 0.23. What would the fraction over 100 be?
23 and 100.
23 as the numerator, 100 as the denominator. Excellent. And what is the percentage?
23%.
23%. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, the next one we have a 7%. What is the decimal value for 7%?
0.07.
Excellent. 0.07. And the fraction? 7 over 100. Excellent. Okay, then we have 85. What is the decimal value of 85 over 100?
0.85.
0.85. Excellent. And the percentage will be?
85%.
85%. Excellent. Good job. Thank you very much. The next one, number 2. We're going to go through this one quickly because there's a lot to do. So for number 2, answer each question. Let's listen carefully at what I'm reading and mark in your book when we find important information. So Palmer earned 12,000 baht. He put 20% into his bank account. How much did he put into his bank account? So he had 12,000 and 20% of that he put in his bank account. So how much did he put?
2,500.
2,500. Let's calculate quickly. What is 12,000 times 20 over 20 over 100, sorry, over 100 here. So it's literally going to be divided by 4. So what is 12 divided by 4? Is 2,500 correct? Now I'm wondering. So 24. I think we're almost correct, Tantan. Very close. We're very close. But the one number is incorrect. The one is incorrect. Is this one? 2,400. 2,400. Is that the answer? I think so. If it was 25%, yes, it would have been different. Okay. For number 2, an orange grower harvested, so he got 75,000 kilograms of oranges from his orchard. He managed to export 45% of them. How many oranges did he export? So this one we have to take the 75,000 multiply by 45 over 100. So what is 75 multiply by 45? 5 times 5 equals 25. 5 times 7 equals 35 plus 2 equals 37. So 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 7 equals 28 equals 30. Okay, we need to add one more zero at the end there. So he sold 33,750 oranges exported. So 33,750 oranges are exported. Okay. If you guys do not agree with the calculation, please stop me so I can do it a little bit slower. Number 3, let's read number 3. Change the color also for this one. A fruit seller bought 320 kilograms of durians. She managed to sell 80% of the durians. How many kilograms of durians did he sell and how many durians does he have left? So you have two answers. How many did he sell? How many does he have left? So we have 320 over 1 times 80 over 100. What is 320 times 80? Make it simple. 32 times 8. 16. 24, 25. Add the 0 there. Another 0. 2 zeros for the 2 zeros here. We take them away. He sold 256 durian kilograms. He sold 256 kilograms and he had 256. So he had 320 minus 256. It's going to give us a 4 over there. It's going to give us a 1, a 2, 11. He has 64 kilograms left. 64 kilograms left. Okay. And then we're going to do the last one, number 5. Let me move on. Okay. If you don't know how I calculate, please stop me so I can explain. So the last one, Poppy scored 123 out of 150 for her English test. What was her percentage? So we have to calculate 123 over 150. multiply 100.
Teacher, the fourth one.
The fourth one I'll do after this. I'll do the fourth one after this one, okay? So how do we calculate this percentage now? We have to divide. Divide to find a decimal. Point and a zero. So 1,230 divided by 150 equals I think it's 8. 2 is 3. It's 8 times. Remember the decimal point here. 8 times is 200, 1,200. So then we have 30 and a 3, number 2. 0.82 and 0.82 will give us 82%. Will give us 82%. I think that is the correct answer. If we take 123 divided by 150 as a percentage, we should get 82% for number 5. Okay, that's number 5. Number 4. Let's read number 4. Jessica spent 250 baht on her bakery. She sold the bakery for a profit of 30%. How much profit did she make? So 50%, she made 30% profit. So 250 times 30 over 100. This one over 1. So 250 times 30 equals what? 7,500. Going to equal us 7,500 if you multiply them together. Divide by 100. She made 75 baht profit. So we write it here, 75 baht profit for the last one. Okay. Very good. So that's for the first page. Now to carry on, we have quite a few to do before we get to our homework. So number 3, they say here is call time. So each member of the family of 4, mom, dad, and 2 children, own a mobile phone. The average phone calls per day are as follows. So each one has a mobile phone. So dad uses the phone 5 calls. Each call lasts 2 minutes. So how much total time does he spend on the phone? Who can tell me? He makes 5 phone calls and each are 2 minutes. How many minutes does he talk on the phone? Who knows? Does anyone know? If you make 5 phone calls and each phone call equals 2 minutes, how long did you spend on the phone for all 5 calls? Who can tell me?
Answer what?
For dad, we're talking here about dad. Now dad makes 5 phone calls. Each phone call is 2 minutes long. How many minutes does he spend on the phone?
What year?
10.
10 minutes. Excellent. He spends 10 minutes 5 phone calls times 10. Sorry, 5 times 2 equals 10 minutes. So mom makes 3 phone calls. But each one lasts 3 minutes. How long does mom spend on the phone?
6.
9.
9 minutes. Excellent, excellent. Now the son makes 3 phone calls. Oops. 3 phone calls are 5 minutes. How long does he spend on the phone?
15.
15 minutes. And the daughter makes 4 phone calls and one lasts 10 minutes.
40 minutes. 40.
So she spends a total of 40 minutes. Okay. Now let's read the questions. Answer each question. If the network provider, so let's say they use TrueMove. The family use TrueMove data. So if TrueMove charges 2 baht a minute per phone call, how much does the family spend on the phone calls each month? So how will we calculate this? We have to add all the minutes they spend on the phone together and multiply by 2 baht to get the total cost. So for that, we're going to do 10 minutes plus 9 minutes plus 15 minutes plus 40 minutes. Multiply by 2. That's how you should write your answer. And if you calculate it, 10 plus 40 is 50. 50 plus 15 equals 65. 65 plus 9 equals 74. So then we will write 74.
100. 148.
Excellent. Excellent answer there, Pooh. 148 baht spent. They spend 148 baht per month on their calls. Excellent. So for number 2, how much does this family spend on phone calls per year? On phone calls per year. Oh, no, sorry. We didn't read the question properly for number 1. So on a day, on each day, they spend 148 baht. Why? We have to read carefully.
1,007.
Just a moment, just a moment. We have to read here. We have to recalculate.
Right.
So this is a phone call per day. So what does that mean? That our answer is 148 baht, but we have to multiply that by 30. I have to multiply that by 30. So let's see our real answer will be 10 minutes plus 9 plus 15 plus 40. So these are minutes per day. Okay, so we have to multiply by 30 days and multiply by 2 to get the total cost per month. Because the question asks us how much does the phone calls cost each month. So on average, we use 30 days.
Teacher.
Yes.
Make 74 times 30.
Yes, 74
and
times
2,
30
right?
and times 2. So we're going to have the 10 plus 9 plus 15 plus 40. It's 74. Remember, not 72, it's 74. Ooh.
4,440.
Excellent. So then our final answer would be the total cost is 4,440 baht per month. Okay. So how much would they spend then per year? Multiply by how many? If they spend 4,440 per month, how much do they spend per year? Times by?
By 53,280.
Yes, that is correct. But how did you get the answer? What did you do?
4,440 times 12.
12 for the months. Remember, we have to calculate 12 for the months.
Yep.
So we get 53,280 baht per year. Okay. Let's do the last three. The family plans to reduce their spending on phone calls by 20%. How much could they save per year if they succeeded to do so? So for this formula is going to be 53,280 multiply 20 over 100. And that answer is 10,656 baht savings. So if you calculate it, you will get to 10,656. Now, it's also important to note that we have been doing big numbers, and I can also understand that sometimes the big numbers might be difficult to deal with. So 53,280 multiply 100, multiply 20 over 100. What is one thing we can do to make this problem a little easier? Simplify your percentage. Simplify your percentage. Because 2 over 20 is the same as 1 over 5. Or the same as 2 over 10. Or the same as 200 over 1,000. The value does not change, so we can simplify to this one here. So then we're gonna get 53,280 multiply by 1 over 5. Or we can just divide by 5. Then it makes our problems a little easier. So 53,280 divided by 5. It goes in there once, is 5. Bring down the 3 is 0. Bring down the 2 is a 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. Bring down the 2 and the 8. Now 28 is going to be 5. 25. going to be 3. And we bring down the 0 at the end to give us 30, to give us to 10,656. Okay. So that's an easier way to calculate these large percentages. Remember that in the future. New share, go back here. Okay. Number 4, what do you think about the family's phone call spending? I'm going to answer that because I don't know if it's high or low. Suggest some ways to cut phone spending. No, it's mathematics, not health class. What do you learn from this activity? We're not going to answer that. Okay. So the next one we're going to look at is another self-evaluation. So this one you can do and see if your answers are correct. A couple of pages. We're going to do some of them now. But the one thing I want to focus on also is review test 1. So we finish unit 1 and 2, and we have to write a review test. So we have this homework is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. We have to do as homework for math. But this will be the last homework for the next week and a half. So next week we won't have homework. You can still do this. Okay. So these 4 pages, very important. But before we get there, we first need to practice a little more. So over here, we have 5 questions. Let's convert the fraction to a percentage. So who can tell me what percentage is 3/100? 3/100. What is the percent? 3/100. What is the percentage? Wakey. We just did some of them now. What is the percentage of 3/100? Can anyone tell me? If we have a fraction 3/100, what is the percent value? Okay, since none of you want to answer me, I think it's time for you to start your homework. You have 8 minutes to start and do it. Okay, so start your homework now, because you guys don't want to work together with me. It's fine. Then you have to work on your own. So page 92, 93, 94, and 95 is your homework. You can start with it now. I will give you 5 minutes to start before the lesson ends, and then you have to do it by yourself, the rest of it. This homework is very important. It counts a lot of marks for your semester. So please make sure that you do this homework. If you don't, you will not get your marks and you might not do well in mathematics. So I'm telling you from the beginning, it's very important to do all this. If you have any questions, I would like to answer them, but I don't see you guys asking a lot of questions, so that's fine. So please start now. I'll give you 5 minutes to start so long, and then you can do the rest on your own time. Please do it in your books so that I can look at it and then send it to the line group when you are finished. But please start now. Okay, we have about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes left in the class, so please carry on with your homework. And if you're finished, make sure that you complete all of it. Okay, so time is finished now. I will send these pages also in the line group so that you remember to complete them. Once you are finished, please send them to the line group. And yeah, then we can look at your marks at the end of the semester. But I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you all for coming. And maybe for tomorrow, I will create videos and not have a live class because I have to go for my vaccine. But I will let you guys know in the line group. So have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.